Now let us look at conditional statement. It is a set of statements which are executed based on the value of a condition. Means the condition will be true or false. If it is true, something will be done. If it is false, something else is done. So here I have a diagram to show you. It's a part of a flow chart. If condition, if it is true, then do this. If the condition is false, then do this. Then the rest of them are common, continued after that one. So it is written like this in Java. If is used for conditional statement, round brackets. Inside this you have to write down a condition using relational or logical operators, which we have seen just now. Then if the condition is true, then this flower brackets is a block of if. The statement inside this if will be executed. If the condition is false, then the block of statement inside the else block will be executed. This is the simple form of if. And if you want just if, you can write without else. Else is not compulsory. You can just write if also. Now let us take one example and I will convert this into a program. Like if a number is given, it should check whether the number is positive or negative. So if the number is greater than or equal to 0, it is positive. Otherwise, it is negative. So let me convert this into a program. So a complete Java program. Let us say class test. Okay. Then inside this we must write down a public static void main method. So this is the main method. Inside the main method, I will declare one variable x here, and inside this I will store the value 5. Now here I will write down a condition. If x is greater than or equal to 0, then the number is positive. If it is greater, if it is true, it will enter into this block. So here let us just print a message that system.out.println, it is positive. So here in the example, I have x value as 5. So definitely it will enter into this if block. If I make that as -5, then it will not go into this block, it will go into this block. So here I will give a message that system.out.println, it is negative. So that's it. This is how we can make use of conditional statement. So this is a simple example of using if and else, right? Anyway, in the next video, I will take various examples and show you the programs using conditional statements. So now next, I will show you different forms of conditional statement, that is nested if and else if ladder. Nested if, it means we can write conditional statement inside conditional statement. So we can do nesting of conditional statement. So here in the diagram I can show you. First of all, you can easily understand this one. See, first of all, there is a conditional statement. If it is true, then again there is a condition. So inside if block, there is a condition again. And if this is true, do this. False, do this. First condition, if it is false, then again inside one condition is there. If it is true, then do this. If it is false, then do this. And the rest of the thing is common. So here you can see that when you have multiple conditional statement or nesting of conditional statement, multiple branches are coming out. So more than one options are there. Just by using one conditional statement, we can have two branches, true or false, either this way or that way. But by nesting, we are getting multiple options. Like you can see there are 4 options. First if, then based on its value that is true, then again 2 options, false, again 2 options. So when you have to do multiple things, then you can do nesting of conditional statement. So here you can see I have given the same thing in Java language, that is Java syntax. If condition is true, then inside that again there is if and else. This is if and else, right? This is the block. This is the block I am showing. And again inside else block, again there is if and else. So this is the another block I am showing, this block. So here you can see that there is if and else inside if and else inside L also. So you can nest the conditional statement inside for getting more options. So I'll take one small example and show you here. Suppose I want to find the maximum of 3 numbers. I will write a program for that one. So here you can see that if you have 3 numbers, then there are 3 possibilities. Either the first number is greater than the second one or third one. So here is a flow chart showing. First check the condition. I have 3 numbers A, B, C. If A is greater than B as well as C, then A is greater. True, A is greater. False, you have 2 options. Either B is greater or C is greater. So we have 3 options. So here we can do it using nested if conditional statement. One if, then again one more if. And this if you can see, if it is false means it is inside else block. So here I have three variables inside main method, and public static void main is string args or arg, or just a also you can write. Any name you want you can use, right? So sometime I write arg, sometime I write args. I have three variables here. So let us write down that code here. So I have to check if a is greater than b and also a is greater than c. If you remember, and will be true if both are true. So if suppose a is greater than b and a is greater than c, then I will print system.out.println a. I have to print a. So here printing a. Now else, this if it is true just print a, otherwise else. So again we have condition. Inside else, again if b is greater than c. See, if a is not greater than b and c, then a is not greater. Then who can be greater? Either b or c. So check whether b is greater than c. If b is greater than c, then system.out.println b. So printing b, else. Now if a is not greater, b is not greater, definitely c is greater. So at last print c. So here I have to write down system.out.println c. So printing c, that's all. So this is the end of the else, and this is the end of this else, this is the end of main method, and this is the end of a class. So here you can see that I have used nested if. So for three options I have to use multiple ifs, so I have done nested if. So in my example already I have taken values here. Okay, you can read these values from the keyboard also. So in the demonstration I will show you how to read the values from the keyboard. So that program, if you watch, you can try it by yourself. As I have directly given the values, who is greatest out of all three? C. So we know that first it will check this will be false, then it will go to else, then it will check this false, then it will print. So after two conditions, checking two conditions, it came to the result that is print C, right? So the result value that printed will be C. C is how much? 10. 10 will be printed. Now there is one more form of if, that is else if ladder. So what is that? I'll explain you. See, if you have a nested if, in this example if you observe, inside else flower bracket, just after the flower bracket we have if. So if you have like this, then instead of writing it separately with the flower brackets, you can here itself along with if else we can write down b greater than c. And this flower bracket closes here. As we have removed one bracket for that one, so it will be removed, this will be removed, and this is else block here. So if you observe, it looks more neat and clean. So here I have if, then this is if block, this is else as well as if till here, and this is else. So this else belongs to this if, and this else belongs to this if. So this looks like a ladder. This looks like a ladder. So nested if can also be written like a ladder. So I will draw one more skeleton for that and I will show you. Here I have else if ladder. So you can see that if condition, else, again there is a condition. Then for this, this is else and this is the condition. For this, this is the else. So every block is having its own set of statements. So if you look at this, it's like a ladder. So it is called as else if ladder. This else belongs to this if, and this else belongs to this if, this belongs to this else belongs to this if. So actually this is nested if only, but written properly so that you can easily read the contents. You can easily read the conditional statement. So that's all about conditional statements. So in the next video you will find a demo on this one, and after that I will discuss few programs, and for that I'll be giving you coding exercise. So program I will be discussing on whiteboard. So if you want, you can directly do that on your PC in your own ID, or else you can complete the coding exercise. So the coding exercise will be followed based on those programs. So watch the demo and don't miss those programs.